Hi everybody, this is Symphonical coming at you with my 20th comic book haul and AOK from Gills311. Before I get started with the haul, I did want to remind everyone who participated in my contest that the drawing has happened. It happened a week ago, last Monday. The video is up, and if you haven't sent me your address or told me that you wanted me to AOK your prize to someone else, I would appreciate if you could go ahead and do that sooner rather than later. Like I said, even if you're not interested in your prize, I still would like to give it away. So yeah, let me know who you want to have it if you don't want it, and otherwise I get to decide if you don't contact me by May 1st. So let's get started with the haul. As usual, I am starting with the books that I picked up on New Comic Book Day recently. There was a good amount of stuff to pick up. I will go through these quickly since pretty much everyone has seen them or owned them. Picked up the Dead Hand #1. It's supposed to be really good. Don't know, I haven't read it yet. Picked up the A Fractured Mind #1. Also supposed to be good. I really like the cover on this one. Picked up the Loopy Dave variant cover for Rose. As pretty much everyone did. I picked up the Final Art Germ Supergirl cover. Really like this one. Think it's great. Picked up the Matina Justice League America #28. This is also a great cover. Picked up the Exiles design variant. I can't remember what this character's name is, but I believe she's a new character. So picked it up at cover price. Never a fan of the design variants, not a big fan of this one, but roll the dice that this might be worth a couple bucks later on. Picked the In-Hoik Lee Venom 30th Anniversary cover for X-Men Red 3. This is a really nice cover with Venom and the Scarlet Spider. Picked up Thanos #18. It's pretty much the last appearance of everything. And I also picked up 2 copies of the Thanos Venomized variant, or the Venom 30th Anniversary variant. Again, not in love with this cover, but the Thanos 15 Hulk Smash cover ended up doing really well, so figured I would give it a go. Next, I have my Image newsstand variant section. So I picked up a collection of Bone, the Image reprints for the early ones that were newsstand. So I got #2, #3, #4, #5, #6, and #8. Also picked up Savage Dragon #1 newsstand variant, as well as the McFarlane cover for Spawn 100, the newsstand. Really like this cover. And I'm not sure how far into Spawn the newsstand variants go, but I don't think it's a lot after issue 100. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright. Next, we will go over some of the DC books that I picked up recently. So, I picked up 52 Week 11. This is the first appearance of Kate Kane as Batwoman, the first full appearance. I picked up the black and white sketch variant for Batwoman 18, and for #22. Picked up Batman Adventures, the holiday special. This is an early Harley Quinn appearance. And I believe I saw, I can't remember who showed this, maybe a couple of different people, but I saw this Wonder Woman Blackest Night 3 Star Sapphire cover by Greg Horn. Really liked it. I think there is also a incentive variant, or maybe just a cover B. I'm not really sure. This is cover A. That is very similar and is kind of a full body shot. I'm gonna try to pick that one up. But couldn't find it for a price that I was willing to pay. But yeah, I really think this is really great. Moving on. Next, we will go over independent books. So, I picked up The Crow, Wild Justice #2, only because this is signed by James O'Barr. Picked up Motor Girl #1. I actually picked up all 10 issues. But I'm just showing the premiere issue. I think, as I said before, I read through Rachel Rising. I enjoyed that. So this is, I think, Terry Moore's work after Rachel Rising. Picked up Rat Queens #1. This is the hard to find second printing. Picked up this C2E2 variant cover for Razzle #6. If you saw my last haul, I got the variant cover for #1, signed by Jeff Smith. This is the other book that had a variant cover for Razzle that I know of. A couple of people showed this book. Was Silver Age Dave, I think C. Woodard 19, and some one other person. Sorry. This is Squares #1. That's really good art. And this is Squares #1, the Midtown exclusive. Also picked up Comic Talk #1. This is an early Max appearance. I'm not 100% sure whether or not this came out before or after Darker Image #1, so this might actually be his first appearance. Darker Image #1 came out March 1993. This says March 1993, so I don't know. I mean, if I were hedging my bets, I would just go with Darker Image. But, you know, found that cheap, picked it up. Let's see. Moving on. I got the Adam Hughes Frankie's Comics trade dress variant for Vampirilla #11. And the Virgin variant. Big fan. This is some pretty amazing artwork. From Tony, and I'm drawing a blank on his last name, but I'll put his information in the description. I picked up the New York City Comic-Con blank sketch variant, and it has a sketch by Kristen Gudsnick. So that's the creator of Hinge Girl. So this is pretty cool. Picked up Bomb Queen #1. It has the first appearance in a preview of Cowboy Ninja Viking, which I believe has a Chris Pratt movie attached to it. Picked up the second print of Masters of the Universe #1. It's a hard to find print. Also, it has the preview of Invincible in it. And I picked up A1, The Weirding Willows, the art germ cover. This is a ghost. It's super hard to find. It might be the hardest art germ cover to find. I don't know, but I was lucky enough to get it for a reasonable price. So I picked it up. Alrighty. Moving on to Marvel titles. So I picked up Nick Fury vs. S.H.I.E.L.D., book 3 of 6. This is the first appearance of Alexander Pierce, who is the bad guy in the Winter Soldier movie. He is played by Robert Redford. Picked up the Amazing Spider-Man 359. It's a Carnage preview at the end. Nothing too special. I picked up Avenging Spider-Man. This is an early Avenging Spider-Man #12. This is an early Deadpool Spider-Man team up, and also is low print and a cool cover. I mean, I found this for almost nothing. Picked up the Thanos lenticular 13 lenticular cover for 13. It's the first appearance of Cosmic Ghost Rider. I find it interesting that on one hand you have the Albuquerque cover, which I picked up, you know, on the Wednesday it came out, and it's worth like hundreds of dollars. And then you've got the regular cover, and it's worth like $60, $70. And you've got the headshot cover, and it's, I don't know what it's worth, like, I don't know, say 30. Let's throw that out there. And then you have the Thanos lenticular cover that's essentially worth cover price. People just do not like it. Anyway, I got Deadpool #1. The Phantom Variant Edition. Got Avengers number 25, the Delato Art Appreciation variant cover. Love this cover as they cross the Delaware. Really awesome. Picked up Generation Hope number 2. This is the Women of Marvel cover. I can always never pronounce his name, Djurjevic variant. Picked up Psylocke number, I think this is number 3. I should know, but I don't. Anyway, it's a second print variant. It's kind of hard to find. Really cool cover. Probably should know the number of it. Picked up Uncanny Inhumans number 0, the Sayaum variant cover. This is a 1 in 100. Really nice cover. Picked up New X-Men number 128. It's the first appearance of Phantom X. It's a newsstand edition. It is also signed by Ethan Van Sciver and what is Townsend's first name? One of the other people who created the book. I got the Clayton Crane Virgin variant for this Damnation, the Ghost Rider number 1. Got 2 copies of the Greg Land variant cover. Money went to the Texas Children's Hospital. Really liked the cover, so I figured why not. Also picked up the black and white sketch variant. I was lucky enough to get the J. Scott Campbell 1 in 50 Domino cover. And if you remember, a couple of hauls ago, I had mentioned that I had bought the Delato Virgin and trade dress variant cover for the Spider-Man book, and that I only received the trade dress. Finally got the Virgin variant cover in. So from Amorphous Inc. It took them a while to do it, but they did take care of it. So I am happy. The next thing I'm going to show you is something that's kind of odd. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Black Pearl, but it was a book that came out from Dark Horse, and it was co-created by Eric Johnson and Mark Hamill. And at one of like the retailer summits, this is probably like in like the mid '90s. They handed Dark Horse handed these brochures out, and the thing about them that's nice is they are signed. So as you can see, Eric Johnson's signature is right here. What is a little harder to see, and I will try to bring it up. There is Mark Hamill's signature. Now, I paid very little for this. I bought it from a reputable source, so pretty sure it is great. But I will be trying to send this off to CBCS to get maybe the red label verification. We will see. I'm not entirely sure if they do these little pamphlet things. It's like a kind of a folded over sheet of paper. Okay, what is next? So I've got a couple of graded books. The first book I will show you is the Green Arrow number 18. This is the first appearance of Emiko Queen, who I believe is the Red Arrow. It's Green Arrow's daughter. And I was listening to the Unpressable Defects, and they were talking at the time about how they believe there is going to be essentially Teen Titans Dark, so like Justice League Dark, a team created and run by Damian Wayne, and there's a good chance that Emiko Queen might end up being a love interest for him, and so we'll see if that makes it go up. Also picked up a copy of Wolverine Origins number 2, the Canadian variant. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is an AOK from Gills311. So I've talked about Gills probably like 50 times on my videos. I'm going to continue to talk about him because I think he's doing a lot of good things for the comic book community in general, but also the YouTube comic book community, and he's essentially doing it in anonymity. He's not announcing it really. I mean, he does talk about some of the stuff that he's doing, but I mean, and he's not the only person who's doing good things in the community, But while, you know, a lot of the big guns, the Alexes, the Dooms, they do great work in the community. But they're, you know, they have huge YouTube channels, at least as the comic book community goes, and you know, people know who they are, know what they're doing. Gills has like 110 subs, which is it's criminally low, and he's been doing a lot of work, not just for Cody, the young man who has bone cancer in his local comic book community, but others as well. Anyway, so he'd gotten some books back from CGC, including an amazing grade on an amazing book. I'm not going to spoil it. Go to his channel and check out his CGC unboxing. It's amazing. But anyway, one of the books that he got was he had a couple copies of Batman White Knight #3, the cover B. So I have a copy of this, but I was interested in getting a slab copy. So I had contacted him about purchasing one. And the next thing I knew, it was in the mail to me for free. So this was an AOK. And I'm undeserving of this, you know, this generosity, especially from Gills when he's given so much away already. You know, he still has room to give more stuff, and that's really amazing. I'm really thankful. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate it. You know, hopefully one day I'll be able to repay you. Anyway, so this is the book that he sent. I have one more book to show everybody, but before I do that, I'm going to put this up and let's see if it gets shown. So I ended up writing up essentially a list of the books that I'm looking for, and certainly not necessarily this year, because as you can tell, I mean, Hulk 1 is on there, Fantastic Four #1, Spider-Man #1, Avengers #4. I mean, I've got the ability to buy comic books, but this would not be it wouldn't be good if I did. But anyway, so these are the books that I'm looking to pick up in the next couple of, well, years, I guess. So we've got like I said, I want to finish up my Hulk run of 1 through 6. I only have 3, but I do have a line on #5 and #6. Get Strange Tales #110, Fantastic Four, the first 5 issues plus 12, which is the Hulk versus the Thing. Amazing Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, and 9. I have most of the Amazing Spider-Man key issues, but I don't have those. Avengers #4. Same thing with the Avengers. I have pretty much all the key issues except for 4. Uncanny X-Men 1 and 4. Getting kind of same situation where I have all of them. House of Secrets 92. I actually need to cross that out because I picked that up. Then we've got Green Lantern 5, 7, and 76. Really 7 is the one I want out of that. That's the first Sinestro. Aquaman #29 is the first Ocean Master. I mean, as you said, I had Bone #1, Why the Last Man #1, Milk and Cheese #1. I picked all of those up. 2000 AD #2, which is the first appearance of Judge Dredd. I want that. And Walking Dead, I have essentially every issue except Walking Dead #1, which I did have at one point many years ago and sold stupidly, even though I did sell for a good bit. So yeah, so the last book that I am going to show is the one that I hinted at in my live preview. This is Strange Tales #110. It is the first appearance of Doctor Strange, the Ancient One, Wong, and Nightmare, and it is the first team-up of the worst villain of them all, Paste Pot Pete and the Wizard. So yeah, it's in pretty good condition for its age. I'm excited to have it. Excited to cross it off my list. One less book to have. One more, I guess, grail. So yeah, really psyched about this. So anyway, thanks everybody. Thanks for listening. Well, you know what? Before I say that, again, 2 things. First, if you participated in my contest, please let me know. Half of you have not. And like I said, I understand maybe that you didn't win one of the bigger books. But you know, hey, gift it to someone else. There are a lot of people who would be appreciative. Again, you have till May 1st. So email me at elk.prizes@gmail.com. If you've sent me a direct message through YouTube, I haven't gotten it. Um, they're pretty terrible. So email me, elk.prizes@gmail.com. And again, thank you, Nate. Go to Gills311, sub him up, help the man out. He is doing good things in the community, and he deserves more eyes on his channel. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with me. Have a good one. Bye.